life doesn't make sense anymore. Everything's a conspiracy, and everyone's confused as to what's real and what's not, and what is going to make things better. Let's get right into it.
America, not in America, believe in God, don't believe in God, work a corporate job, work from home, unemployed, like whatever your situation may be, wherever you're located in the world, does life feel weird to you right now? Because to me, not only is life absolutely flying by, I almost feel like I can't keep up with it. Weeks go by now just like days used to. And this is weird to say, but I really sometimes feel like I lose track of time during the day. It almost feels like we had more time in each day a few years ago than we do now. But not only that, just day to day, normal living, does life feel weird to you? Does it feel almost fake to you right now? Because it honestly feels like a fever dream right now, and we need to wake up. And I don't know how else to describe it, but it just feels weird to me. It just feels fake. And I'm a Christian, right? So I believe that this is a spiritual battle. I believe that demons and angels are all around us at all times, and it's literally active in another dimension all around us. But lately, it just feels a little different even than that. It literally feels fake, and I don't know how else to describe it, but I
Part of what makes it fake, for sure, is the fact that artificial intelligence has just taken over everything online. Like, it's actually at a point now where it's hard to tell what's real and what's not. And there's accounts on Instagram and YouTube Shorts and all that stuff, TikTok, that have hundreds of thousands of subscribers and views, and it's not real whatsoever.
I have a quick question for you. I've been watching a lot of videos lately, and I want to know if you feel the same way. Are we in what I would consider, or maybe even coin the phrase, consumer fatigue? Like, I'm tired of trying to spend my money on anything other than what I can only afford as far as essentials.
Dude, such a good point. Like, I read an article the other day. So you guys know, like, the sneaker market, people have like collectible shoes, and a few years ago resellers were like, tripling, 10 timesing the prices of these shoes, and they're just selling out. Now even shoes like, Jordans, Nike Air Jordans, like, they're sitting on shelves where a couple years ago they would never be in a store. They'd be sold out the moment they got released. And the reason why that's happening, consumer fatigue, right? That's a perfect phrase this guy just coined, because people can't afford anything but the essentials, if that.
Our economy has gone down. Prices are not available for us to do things. Don't get me started on anything big like a car or a house, but just let's talk about like groceries and life and dinner and things like that. We're at a point to where we can't afford anything anymore, right? Or who wants to spend the money when you don't have it? If you're going out and you are putting gas in your car and you go to the grocery store, like, I showed a couple of the things in the grocery store where the prices were just like coming down, but I normally don't buy that stuff. You know where I go? And there's plenty of videos of me talking about this. I go to Sprouts to get like my more healthier meats and my produce and stuff like that. And there is absolutely no sales over there.
No. I like Sprouts. Can I afford Sprouts? Yeah, I guess I could maybe afford it, but I'm not going to do that. I got a large family, man. We go to Sam's Club and Costco because they're the only places that are even remotely affordable, because you get to buy in bulk.
So when I go there and I get one bag of stuff, we're talking $90 to $110 worth of stuff. So there's that. And then if you want to go out to dinner, or you want to go, I'm seeing that businesses are closing because they don't have the consumers. And
I mean, dude, restaurants are just insane. Like, the other night, it was me, my partner, two kids. Like, we just went to like a regular restaurant bar, like a regular place. Ordered 3 things of nachos, a burger, 2 Sprites. Sprites were $6 a piece, by the way, and then a couple mixed drinks. Yeah, it was like 3 mixed drinks we ordered. The bill was $198 for that. And I'm not talking about like a fancy place, regular stuff. These prices are absurd, man. It's no wonder nobody's spending money, because how can you? $200 for a basic dinner.
I think the problem is that you've priced us out. You've gotten so expensive, even in fast food, that we have to make that a luxury. And because of that, it is a trickle down effect. And we can't tip as heavy anymore. We're barely making it. So how do you expect us all to do anything? And what we thought was value back in the day now is just bad quality. You know,
This is true. The tip thing, like on that $200 bill, I felt bad. Like the service was not bad at all, but like I felt bad because I only tipped him $20 and it was 10%. And it's like, dude, I mean, you want me to like I would love to tip you 20% and that'll be $40, but we're not talking about a fancy restaurant here, guys. We're talking about like you've got a booth right next to the bar where the kids can sit at like a regular place. I mean, should I feel bad about tipping $20 on that bill? You tell me.
you can't go to McDonald's and just get your kids a meal or Taco Bell. Like my kids will eat something simple at Taco Bell, like a cheese quesadilla, and that is now $6 to $7 just
And
for
it's
one.
small too. It's a
And
small
I can go
quesadilla.
get tortillas and cheese and make it at home if that's what we're gonna do. So are we at a point to where we're at a consumer fatigue? Are we trying to save our money just to be able to save and get the essentials that we need?
Yeah. We're kind of like where we're at now is like, it brings me back to like to 06, 07, right before the great financial crisis. It seems like we're kind of there right now. This morning I did something I'm not going to do again. Is I went to Starbucks and got a tomato mozzarella on focaccia, just a little sandwich, and it was $7. It was really good. The problem is that well, I could make that same sandwich at home for $1.
Has anyone else been getting the email every day from the healthcare marketplace saying, hey, just a reminder, your insurance is going to go like way up next year? And there's no like, oh, here's your options. Sorry about that. It's just, oh, your premium is going to go way up. Anyway, make sure you sign up so you can give us your money, right? I've just fully accepted that these new prices we're seeing are baked in. And what I mean by that is they are not going back down. They're like the groceries. The prices for groceries went up during tariffs or inflation, and they're never coming down. Even if they could, they're not. Because now the consumers can pay that, and the corporations know that. So it's not like they're going to bring the prices back down out of the goodness of their hearts. That is just what it is now. I'm moving out of the country, so I am really weighing, do I just bite the bullet and pay these absurd amounts for my health insurance? Because I can cancel it halfway through.
I mean, look, I'm going to make this really simple. With health insurance, yeah, the prices have gone extremely high. The only way I've seen people save is going through healthnerd.net, where you can get a quote, you can get info, and then if you want, you can schedule a call with one of their consultants. And other than that, you're not going to get bombarded. But the way that they save people money, and it does end up being like hundreds a month that they save, is like if you're pretty healthy, because there's private plans that'll get you like nationwide PPO coverage, but to get them you just can't have like, you can't be currently hospitalized or cancer. But if you're like kind of healthy, go check out Health Nerds, see if they can save you some money at least, because these times are very tough.
I am 43 and I have only owned 2 cars in my entire life. I feel like that is very few compared to most people. My first car was a car my parents bought me when I was in high school and I was 16 years old. And the second car I bought myself and with their help at 23. And that was a 2000 Volvo, which I then kept until this year. So it was 24 years old. It finally died its last death in April of this year. And my husband and I, since we live in a urban downtown environment, decided that we would try to go fully carless. We knew this was going to be a struggle, but we're pretty used to like walking everywhere and using public transit. So we thought, let's just give it a try till the end of the year. So the end of this year.
And I'm going to pause real quick. Look at the background of this lady's kitchen. That's a nice kitchen, okay? They don't live in like a cheap house. They obviously have some decent money. And if people, I mean, they're definitely a 6-figure way plus household. People like that are stressing about car payments right now.
And we made it until now. We still live in a city that is just not fully served by public transit.
Like
but here's my point. Okay, we're car shopping right now, and I cannot believe the price of cars. Cars that used to be cheap and like frankly not very good quality, like I'll leave the brands and the makes and models out of it, are now minimum $30,000, but
Yeah,
more
minimum.
like 40.
If you pay 30,000 for a new car today, your car sucks. It's a base model.
Cars that used to be like mid-tier are now basically like luxury cars, and luxury cars are ridiculously priced. I know a lot has changed, and I've only had 2 cars in my life, and I haven't car shopped in an age. But for real, like I'm just expected in order to get, like a decent car that also like is maybe possibly better for the environment and my pocketbook, so I'm not spending a bunch of money on gas at the same time. I'm supposed to go out there and spend like
Oh yeah.
$40,000-$50,000 on a car.
Yeah. I mean, look, what I drive is a 2019 Tacoma, and I bought it for 32,000 in 2019. That same Tacoma, if you wanted to buy a new one, would be in the high 40s or 50s. And on top of that, it's not going to even be a V6. It's going to be a 4-cylinder. So it's like you're getting even less for your money. Life is just insane, and the debt is even crazier.
I'm drowning in credit card debt. And I don't know what to do. If you're seeing this video, you probably are also drowning in credit card debt, and I wish I knew how to help you, but I don't, because I don't even know what to do for me. So here's the story. I'm 30. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2, and I have something called cystic fibrosis. And back in
This girl's 30. Thought we were looking at a teenager.
November of last year, I left my career, and I had been a working person ever since I could get a permit because my health was deteriorating, and my husband and I decided it was more important that I stay home with the kids and stop trying to work at the same time and consider my health first, because obviously, if you know what CF is, it already shortens my life expectancy, and my kids deserve for me to be here as long as possible.
Yeah.
So we did that, and everything was okay because my husband worked really hard, and he figured out a way to bridge the gap between the 2 incomes, and it was good until it wasn't. And then we started putting stuff on credit cards, and we couldn't pay those credit cards off like we were used to. And then a couple months ago, we regrouped, we figured some stuff out, and we found some extra money. We did some extra things to make some extra money, and we started putting that towards the debt. But then our escrow went up. It was severely deficient, so our mortgage payment went up by $400 a month and took all of that extra money that we had found. And now I don't have the opportunity to go work. I don't have the opportunity, because of my health, to do anything else other than just take care of my kids and myself right now. And come next year, my husband's going to try to do more stuff on the side from his actual career to make money, but I am monetized on this app, so this can be a job for me, and I can try to make money off of views on here. So if you relate to me, you can just watch these videos. I get qualified views, and then I'll make a couple cents, and I can make money.
By the way, this girl's on TikTok, and she probably gets 1,000 views a video. You need to scale that up.
Micropayments onto my credit card with that money to help out my husband, because he's already working really hard. And I think that's it.
Yeah, people are struggling right now, drowning in credit card debt. She was probably too embarrassed to even say how much that number was, but so many Americans are just struggling in every way possible. Everything is hard, and it only seems like it's going to get harder. Put it in the comments if you think things are going to get better in the next 6 months, if they're going to stay the same, or the more likely one, which I think it's going to get worse.